and welcome to the Retro Nerds Top 10, and this Top 10 is going to be about Batman villains. So, yeah, as you can see behind me, I'm watching Batman Dark Knight Rises. Sort of getting into the mood, but before I get started, there was a terrible incident that happened with the Boston Marathon where there was a bombing at the end of the finish line, and I just want to say my heart and my prayer goes out to all the victims during the whole tragedy. I mean, a lot of us kind of do wish that we do have superheroes, just for these certain kind of things that go on, I mean, they'd be really helpful, but we do have superheroes. We have policemen, firemen, and all that stuff. But I mean, if we did have Superman, we wouldn't have to worry about much of this stuff, so. Or a Batman or anybody. I don't know why I said Superman. Superman sucks. We all want Batman. But anyways, let's get on to the list. So we got number 10, the Penguin. Cobblepot, pretty much fat guy, looks like a penguin. Believe it or not, he's a dangerous hand-to-hand combat fighter. He knows judo and fisticuffs. I guess that's a fighting style now, I didn't know that. And he also uses deadly special umbrellas that usually involve machine guns, missiles, and if you remember in Batman Returns, he does have one that spins around that actually hypnotizes you, so that's kind of cool. Let's go to number 9, the Black Mask. Black Mask, he's pretty much the crime lord of Gotham City. Took out everybody. I mean, he even took out Toothpaste, so that's kind of cool. He always carries 2 automatic pistols with him. He's capable of hand-to-hand fighting, and he can also take high amounts of damage. So you keep fucking kicking his ass, he's just gonna keep getting back up. So kind of weird, kind of cool. His face all fucked up, it's just black skull, but he's a cool character. He's more of a newer character, but it's still a really good character. We got Mr.Freeze, the Iceman. He's got his freeze gun, so he can freeze pretty much anything. His suit, that keeps him refrigerated, also grants him superhuman strength and durability to a lot of the stuff. Sometimes he's back and forth, because if it involves anything with his wife and finding a cure, he'll turn good if he has to, just to find that cure. So yeah, so Mr. Freeze is cool, portrayed by Arnold. So that's awesome, that you have Arnold portray your character. Number 7 is Clayface. Pretty much, Clayface is just, I guess he's made out of mud. I guess there's like, let's see, what was it? About 4 different versions of Clayface. 4 different people actually become Clayface. all we know is he has shape-shifting powers. He can switch his hand into a big giant axe. He can actually morph into people. Sort of like the chameleon, except for the chameleon in Spider-Man can only just shape-shift into people. He can actually shape-shift his body parts and still look like the mud monster, but switch it into like a knife or axe and actually can cut you with it. So that's kind of cool. Next on the list is number 6. We got Razo Ghul. Since Razo Ghul's just been expanding his lifespan constantly with his Lazarus Pits because it heals any wounds, any diseases, all this good stuff. He's a master in hand-to-hand combat. He knows tons of martial arts. Usually it's the martial arts that actually defeat all the martial arts that Bruce Wayne knows, so that's kind of awesome. He's a master in chemistry, master in physics, and he has numerous Lazarus Pits. Just not one, he's got numerous amounts of them. So yeah. And if Liam Neeson did portray him in Batman Begins, Liam Neeson, badass guy right there, playing Ra's al Ghul. I was kind of happy to see that, you know, he played Ra's al Ghul because I love Liam Neeson. He is a badass actor. So on to number 5, we got Hush. Hush is more of a newer character, former childhood friend of Bruce Wayne, turned bad guy, I guess now. He's got incredible intelligence, expert marksman. He's actually a former surgeon, and he's able to perform plastic surgery on himself, so he can change his look anytime he wants to. So he'd be like, "Oh, fuck you! I'm just gonna change my look. Now you don't know what I look like." And he could sneak attack Bruce Wayne whenever he wanted to because Bruce Wayne doesn't know what he looks like now. So kind of interesting. Hugo Strange, the villain for Arkham City. Um, he's just a man that just likes to mess with people's minds. Uh, the only known thing about Hugo Strange as like powers or abilities or anything like that is the only thing he really knows is he knows who Batman is. He knows he's Bruce Wayne, but now everybody knows who Batman is because in Batman Incorporated, Bruce Wayne went public with his identity, so now everybody knows Bruce Wayne is Batman. So kind of useless. I mean, Hugo Strange is kind of a useless villain now, but back in the days he was a pretty intensive villain, so he was a good one. And then for number 3, we have Bane. Let me just get this out of the way. He broke Batman's back. Enough said. That is pretty awesome. He did knock Bruce Wayne out of commission for a while, to the point where Bruce Wayne had to get Azrael to replace him for a little bit. Let's see what Bane has to offer to the table. He has high intelligence, uses Venom to gain super strength and healing factor, master technician, so he The Bane you saw in Batman and Robin was like a dumbed down version. The Bane you see in this movie is actually the smart, intelligent Bane that you need to see. This is the true Bane in this movie. In The Dark Knight Rises, that's the Bane that's in the comic books. Smart, intelligent, deadly. You just don't see him use the venom. I don't know why they didn't have that in the movie, but I don't really care. Now, on to number 2, and a lot of you are going to be like, wait, what? Why is he number 1? Because I'm sick and tired of seeing him in every damn movie, except for, The Dark Knight and the first Batman, not the Adam West movie, but the Tim Burton movie. I'm getting tired of seeing him because he's always the freaking villain in everything. I get it. You and Batman are so much alike. I get it. Number 2 is the Joker. Now, if you see on my list where I did some research, you notice I left it blank because there's not that much that everybody doesn't already know about the Joker. 1, he's psychotic. 2, him and Batman are so much alike. 3, he did supposedly kill Jason Todd. He's just sick in the head. He's just a psychopath. That's all you have to say to pretty much make anybody understand who the hell the Joker is. Just say he's a psychopath. Everybody gets that. The Joker is a good character, but like I said, he's been played out way too much. He just needs to stop. I'm getting tired of seeing the Joker. I mean, a lot of people will, no, I like the Joker. Well, I hate the Joker. I'm sorry, but he's just getting played out too much, just to the point where it's just like, really? You just rebooting Batman again, and oh, look who's the first villain, Joker. That's why I like this series, because they didn't have the Joker as the first villain. They had Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul was the first villain, and Scarecrow. I mean, we never got to see the Scarecrow in the movies before, so that's cool. And then the second movie was Two-Face and the Joker. So, they didn't start out with the Joker, so I'm kind of happy with that. So here comes the shocker. Dun, 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 dun. Freaking people are going to be like, why'd you choose him? Well, he is Batman's most deadliest villain. You just have to use your brain and think about it. So, I know a lot of people are going to give me shit for this, but number 1 is the Riddler. I love the Riddler. He's my favorite Batman villain, no matter what. But the man is highly intelligent, uses death traps and puzzles and riddles that Batman must solve, to save either his life, save someone else's life, or just anybody in particular, Barbara Gordon, Robin, whoever. He is the character that made Batman so, well, Batman was already smart, but this is the character that kept Batman sharp, on his toes all the time, making him smarter and smarter and smarter. If it wasn't for this character being around and being put into the comic books, Batman would just get dull and dull over after time. Because with the Riddler, Batman learns more and more. And just not that. On a side note, the Riddler actually turned good for a little while, with the case of, I believe he had amnesia. I'm not sure, but I know for a while he did go on the side of good. He actually helped Batman solve a case against the Sphinx. Someone else was using riddles. The Sphinx likes to tell riddles, and the Riddler, being the Riddler, knows most of those riddles. So he helps Batman solve the case. But also after that, he was sort of they're like a detective for hire type thing. But no matter what, the Riddler is awesome. Jim Carrey did a pretty good job of portraying him. I wouldn't mind hearing, I kept hearing the rumors when we were waiting for The Dark Knight Rises that Johnny Depp was going to portray the Riddler in that movie, but it was just rumors. But I would actually like to see Johnny Depp portray the Riddler. I think just take Jack Sparrow and add all the riddles that he would say and stuff like that, and I think you would have a pretty good combination for a Riddler. Jim Carrey did a good job, but he was more a comedy one, not so much, throwing out the riddles and stuff like that. It's just, he was there for comedy and entertainment. Why Tommy Lee Jones played a really good Two-Face, but the newer Two-Face is way better too. But yeah, so like I said before, everybody in Boston did suffer a lot today with the whole bombing at the finish line, and the Retro Nerd would like to say his heart and prayers go out to you, and everybody from Circle Heart Co., just me, my video game company, would also like to say we're sorry about all that what happened to you guys, and we hope if there's any fundraiser or anything like that, we will do our best to help you out with helping with whatever you need to help with, because we feel really bad that happened to all you people. You're just sitting out there just having a good time, enjoying your time, and then bam, this happens. And my heart and my prayers go out to all the families that have been affected by that. So I would just like to say we're all sorry that there's people out there that would do this kind of thing. I mean, I talk about comic books and video games where this is normal behavior, but that type of shit is just not okay. It just needs to stop. People just need to, just give that one person that you think, that needs that hug, because if you don't give them that hug, you never know what happens to them down the line to where stuff like that could happen. But like I said before, my heart and my prayers go out to all the families that have been affected by Boston. And remember, just be nice to each other. Stop all this shit. Do what Batman would do. Do the right thing. Batman does not kill. He does not kill because he sees no point in it, because he would just do the right thing like a cop and just lock up the people, and eventually he's hoping they will learn their lesson. I mean, most people don't, but do the right thing and just be Batman for a day, and go up to that person that, if you're a bully, you've been bullying that person, just go up to them and say, hey, I'm sorry. Because you never know what's going to happen to that kid down the road. You need to stop. Now, I'm the Retro Nerd for a reason. And when I say something like this, I mean it. This is to stop. It needs to stop. But other than that, that's been the Retro Nerd's top 10 Batman villains, and like I said before, my heart goes out to all the families out in Boston, and to all the ones that have been injured, speedy recovery to you, and we're all sorry about the lost ones. We truly are. And we can't get them back, and just remember all the good times you had with them. If they're Batman fans, watch the show. Just think about them.